Alright everybody, hello and welcome as always. I am Sean, this is In The Mixer and a very special episode. It's our 50th episode spectacular with hashtag United in Football Manager 2019, and such an occasion of course calls for... No, wait, this isn't the right one, hang on, 1 minute. No, wrong again, unless... No, not this episode. God, I forgot I even had this one. Alright, it's going to have to do. I should have rented a tuxedo. 50th episode, I should have gone all out for it, but I ran out. Alright, all hijinks aside, we have a massive episode today because it's our last game of the season. As you can see here, we are currently sitting top of the division. We have been, since the last episode, just a roller coaster, to be completely honest. Last episode, of course, we drew 0-0 with Macclesfield. Could have won that game, but Ryan Agger got himself sent off like an idiot. Billericay, we beat 1-0 in a scrappy contest, missed a penalty as well in that game. We then beat Aldershot and Cambridge in pretty convincing performances in both. Keith Mears started to return to form a little bit. You can see him getting amongst the goals here. Justin O'Loughlin chipping in with a couple as well. And then randomly, out of nowhere, Boston United beat us 5-1. You might be thinking, Boston United, what a great team they must be. No, they've been in and out of the playoffs at various points throughout the season, but they absolutely belted us. We were 2-0 down at half. I did pull the hairdryer out. We did go attacking in the second half. And we got back into it kind of. Keith Mears pulled one back, but they just absolutely killed us on the counter. Alfie Matthews getting a hat-trick. Actually worth looking. Is Alfie Matthews a regen? He's not. He's an ex-Arsenal and Hull junior from the look of things. We then thankfully turned it around, a 1-1 draw with 24th place Nuneaton Borough, quite frustrating. And then good result against Tranmere, 3-0 win. Good result against Port Vale, coming from behind and turning it on a little bit in the second half to win 4-2. And then last time out, we beat Gateshead at 3-1 away from home, which sets us up for a massive fixture today. We're playing Harrogate, who are currently in 4th. And they still have a ton to play for because they could finish as high as 3rd. It's just ourselves and York that can actually win today and win the league. They have a superior goal difference and they have just been relentless in terms of getting wins in the league. They haven't lost this year in league football. So they beat us 2-1 to kind of start their year. They made it all the way through to the FA Cup 3rd round, a similar story to us last year, and lost to Sunderland 3-1. Then a couple of draws, and then just wins, draws, wins, draws, wins, draws, wins, draws. They are undefeated in 2026, which is a crazy run of form, and they are 1 point shy of us. So if we get a win today, we can pretty much guarantee ourselves the title. If we get a draw, it's going to get real sketchy. If we lose, it's going to get real sketchy because I just can't see them not getting at least 1 point today. They've got two hashtag United players in Jacob White and Luca Nunn, so they've picked up a couple of people from us as we've released them and brought new young players in. And they are looking to jump straight back into League 2 football after getting relegated last season in 23rd. They could go straight back up if they win today. So a massive fixture for us. It's absolutely huge. I really want promotion given that we are so close. Because full-time football will just be a massive thing for us. If we look at our squad still, so many of these players have massively high potential that they could effectively go up into the higher division and still play pretty well. But they're going to need full-time training, they're going to need a better standard of training, they're going to need a whole bunch of stuff to actually get us to that point. And then if we swing over to our scouting shortlist, as we do every year, we've gone and had a look at what youth players are getting released from various clubs around the place, gotten, reports on all of them to see where they're at, looked at the 5-star ones, look at the ones over 3-star current ability that are actually going to improve our team because we don't need more squad players, we've got a whole bunch of squad players. And if we have full-time contracts that we can offer, so many of these guys that are 4-star, 4.5-star, even maybe 5-star, they're going to at least come in on trial. We can have a look at them. We can try and drive down their wage requests a little bit and hopefully push on to the next level. But we can't look too far in advance because Harrogate are a good side and we're going to have to be at our best to beat them. Magic of editing, we're going to jump forward into that game now. Alright, looking first at their lineup, they're playing a 4-2-3-1, which we have kind of struggled with a little bit when there's two deep-lying players, but I think Paris Maghoma will push forward a little bit because we looked at bringing him in. Same with Brown. A lot of these ex-Tottenham juniors that you see, we actually tried to bring them across into the side back when we were in lower divisions because we had such good success with Armando Shashua and a couple other people that we picked up in the same area. They got Lawrence Maguire, Harry Maguire's brother, still playing. Fossey, their captain, just couldn't stand front on for the camera for whatever reason. And Kasinga Medea, ex-Newcastle junior, out on the left wing. And then a bunch of new regens. It's impossible to tell with the regens how good they're going to be. For us, it is our flat 4-4-2 hashtag shape. Dennis, of course, in goal. Norman and Agnew as the central defensive partnership. Edens is back and on the left wing. Robinson on the right wing. Smith and Gallagher as the two creative wingers. And Heim and O'Loughlin our starting central midfield pairing. Thrakow's leading scorer for the season will play as the 10. And Keith Mears, our captain, will lead the line. both of whom I would love to get a good performance out of today, because if we can get an early goal, it's just going to settle my nerves more than anything else and put us on course to clinch the title. And I'm just going to say, come on, lad, show me what you can do to keep our run going. I don't want to mention the title at all. A few people seem motivated. Let's also passionately tell the attack, I think there's a lot more to come from you, and they seem happy and motivated, which is about as good a response as we could have. And really, I desperately want to win. And I know that's always the famous last words. Like, as soon as you say stuff like that, Sports Interactive listens in to your recording session or your live stream or whatever else, and they do whatever magic behind the scenes to make you lose. But I desperately want to get up into League 2. Mir with a free kick. It's not a bad effort. It was just past the far post. The keeper was scrambling. And I know I always say we need to focus on our game, but we're going to keep a little eye on that game, York away to AFC Telford, just for score updates and the like. Boreham would have had a shocking second half of the season. The same way that York have been amazing since the turn of the new year, Boreham would have struggled. Like, we've dropped points multiple times. Mir again with a free kick. Ooh, that one just clips the bottom of the post and hits out. Yeah, we've dropped a bunch of points that they could have capitalised on, and we've just been kept in it by the fact that they haven't put anything away. And thankfully, we've had a little miniature run where I think we've won like 5 of the last 6, not including that 5-1 defeat to Boston United, which has absolutely destroyed our goal difference. And York really have come from nowhere. I don't even think they were in the playoffs at the turn of the year, and they've just managed to put together a fantastic run of form. And credit to them, I think they're actually also on part-time deals. 30 minutes gone, it seems pretty tense. The stat lines are very similar, though we have had more of the ball. So we're going to use our demand more shout. Everyone seems focused. It'd be great to nick something before half-time. Alright, so we get into half-time at 0-0. They've had 9 shots, 4 on target, 41% of the ball. We've had 5, 0 and 59%. So it's just the fact that we haven't gotten our shots on target to date. Threkaj is the one struggling the most, but Taylor Dennis has apparently had a good game. Let's passionately say we're not doing badly. If everyone continues to work hard, we'll win this. Okay, a couple have responded positively. Let's go through. It's the last game of the season, so let's passionately say there's a lot more to come from you guys. They seem a little bit happier. Let's do the same for the midfielders. I think there's a lot more to come. They seem happy and motivated. Passionately, let's say there's a lot more to come from you. Believe you've got what it takes. Motivated and happy. That's what we need. As we always do, we're going to give it 15 minutes. We're going to have a look at form and fitness and look at our subs. But at least we are still at 0-0 and not trying to chase the game or anything super crazy. And I know I shouldn't say these things out loud, because as soon as I say them, I jinx myself. Alright, 30 minutes remaining. I'm not going to make any subs, but what I am going to do is switch to our attacking shape, because I'm absolutely psychotic. And we're also going to use our get creative shout. Like, we're not... They've got an impressive stat line, 12-5, but we don't... Like, they've not had highlights. So I'm not overly concerned by it. It's not like we're getting peppered with massive opportunities or anything like that. And even though I promised AFC Telford have taken the lead, everyone quiet, say nothing, no words for anybody. Alright, we should look at subs then. Alright, 71st minute, we're going to switch to our cautious mentality. We're also going to bring on 3 subs. Jimmy Chandler will come on for Richard Threkaj, Jason Fisher will come on for Justin O'Loughlin, and Darren Downing will come on for Joe Norman, just based on match ratings and who was playing well. And switching to that cautious mentality, we're just going to sit a little bit deeper. We're going to look to get out on the counter. The fresh legs of Chandler should help, and Keith Mir is excellent in 1v1 situations. So, come on, we've just got to hold on. They've missed a penalty in the York game. Holy shit. Why aren't we watching that one? There's all kinds of exciting shit going on. Alright, we're into the last 10 minutes. We're going to use our demand more shout just to get that focus. Everyone seems motivated. Everyone seems focused now, which is great, except for the 3 subs that came on. We just have to see out the result. We've got a corner here. Smith to take. Deep one across to Downing. Oh, and he's just headed over. God, I would have forgiven Darren Downing for all of his brain farts throughout the course of the last 2 years if he had to put that one home. Alright, highlight here. Kasinga Medea to Hunt. Back to Kasinga Medea. It's a good tackle from Agnew, and he can keep the ball in. What's he going to do now? We've got a 2v3 if we release the ball quick enough here. Smith now, inside to Mir. He's got runners in front of him if he can release one. Instead he strikes from distance, and it was never really on. And never really troubling the goalkeeper. But at least we've had some highlights. There's another one here. Montgomery to take a goal kick. It's a long one forward. We should win the header. Edens does well. Threkaj recovers. It's a long ball towards Keith Mir. Can he bring it down? He's done very well. Keith Mir! Oh, man. I've never been more in love with an imaginary character that a game has randomly generated. His 9th goal of the season, a wonderful assist from Bernard Gallagher, has put him in behind, and in the 86th minute, is that the victory that's going to deliver us our first Vanarama national title and see us go to professional football and League 2 and the Football League and TV revenue and wives and girlfriends and all that sort of shit that comes along with it. Oh, 5 more minutes. This is going to be an absolute fucking nightmare for me. I've never sweat through a suit, but this might be the day that I actually do it. Alright, 4 minutes to be added on. Write it out with me in the comment section, guys. Give me your support. Downing now. Long ball forward. There's about 50 seconds remaining. They've gone all the way back to Montgomery in goal, who now goes long. Fisher with a free header. He could have brought that down. Long ball over the top towards Hunt. They have got a man in the middle. Cut back for Stewart, and they've equalised late in the day with 30 seconds remaining. Shit. So 1 point is still enough. I think York have also equalised in their game. It's just so frustrating. Like, we're set to counter. We should be sitting deep in that. Hunt, it's a good cutback to be fair, and their midfield is flying forward to support. God damn, they must be York fans. Okay, and the other game is also 1-1, so we're still okay as long as there's no late drama and as long as York doesn't find a late winner. Smith now with the ball. Come on, boys, get it forward. Crossfield switch towards Gallagher. He's got time to get into the box. Find the cross, please, Bernard. Back to Edens. Just get the ball in the box. To Keith Mee. Keith Mee! 10th goal of the season. What late drama. Is that the winner? I don't know why. The referees, everyone's fine, but I'm still worried that they're going to bring it back on VAR or something. We don't even have VAR in Vanarama National. Holy shit. Gallagher back to Edens. It's phenomenal. Deep one across. Keith Mee, first time varsing, smashes that one back home. God, I love Keith Mee. And surely there couldn't be much left. There's another highlight here. Go all the way back to Montgomery. Just give it a fucking roost. And the referee calls full time. What a game. What a game. Holy shit. That was a roller coaster of emotions. So in the end, a 2-1 victory, 2 goals in extra time. Josh Stewart with the equaliser for Harrogate, and then Keith Mee, you absolute fucking stud of a man. 16 shots for them, 7 on target, 45% possession. 13 shots, 4 on target, 55%. Keith Mee at 8.8 gets the man of the match rating. David Edens also had a good game with that late assist. Taylor Dennis was fantastic, keeping us in it in the first half. What a relief that is. Lawrence Maguire, 250th career league appearance. I don't know how many he actually made for Harrogate, but seems to be doing well. And well, words should come out of my mouth now, and you guys should hear them and enjoy them. Passionate. Congratulations, boys. These are the moments we're living for. No one cares. Why does no one care? Everyone should be thrilled. Should I hit? Did that not work? Oh, it didn't work. Passionate. Congratulations, boys. These are the moments we're living for. There we go. That one works. That looks more like it. Holy shit. Football, eh? Which means the episode doesn't end there. We have won the league. We have won the title. There's a whole bunch of other stuff that I'm expecting to come through in the news in the next couple of days in the game. We're going to go through that with you guys so you get to see it as well. Hashtag United win Vanarama National. Some great wins along the way, and that is just insane. I think we were 1,000 to 1 odds to win we were 23rd and 1,000 to 1 odds at the start of the season. God, I hope we put 10 grand on that. We'd be wiping our debt without any drama. Hashtag United lift Vanarama National on the final day. Keith Mee, you absolute beautiful son of a bitch. He's up there now amongst my favourite regens that I've ever had in any iteration of Football Manager. What a phenomenal performance and player. Board request meeting to discuss club improvements to turning professional. This is the one that we want. Great idea. Look forward to the benefits that turning professional will bring to the club. We have to do it anyway. It's a requirement of League 2. So, yeah, I don't think we have a choice in the matter. The board have set the initial wage budget for the coming season at $9,000 per week. And transfer budget is $0. That's fine. I'm looking to do free transfers anyway. Post-match. Let's go through the press conference because we really just skip through them whenever they're on actual episodes. Absolutely delighted. Everyone worked so hard. We brought the title home. We actually ended up winning it by 3 points, which is phenomenal. Always need... No, to be so lucky, we worked really hard. Absolutely delighted. Special day for everyone at the club. I'd be lying up said I never doubt. The race was too... That's very true. The race was too close to call. And we yo-yoed between like second and third a whole bunch. Ian Holloway manages Harrogate. That's a real drop down for him. Look forward to the pressure of playing in League 2, and we're going to try and keep a couple of the squad together. We will try and bring in some new players. A lot of pride, excellent results, blah, blah, blah. Brilliant feeling. Everyone has worked so hard. They're getting the results. The officials were absolutely correct. Yeah, because there was a shit ton of stoppage time in that one. Proper Fergie time from back in the day. I think we've got enough to real challenge to be top end of the league. Can we celebrate the achievement right now? Let's not worry about next season yet. Football's about. Joy to behold. A special way to end the season. And Keith Mears was absolutely magnificent. And I'm not going to criticise anybody. There's no point. They're asking a shitload of questions. There we go. I've gotten through that one. Keith Mears gets $2,000 as a result of the team winning the Vanarama National. Considering he dragged us through that game and 2 goals, like, he can have as much money as he wants. Hashtag fans ecstatic. Yeah, we were 1,001 preseason odds, which is absolutely mental. Salford were the preseason favourites. I think they finished like 15th or 16th. And hashtag United board ecstatic with Vanarama National win. Interesting to see, like, Salford went up into League 2, dropped straight back down. Billericay went up, dropped straight back down. Swindon went up, dropped straight back down. How have Chester and Fylde done? They've done alright, actually. Chester are up in 11th and Fylde are 18th, but well clear of relegation. Looks like Solihull Moors and Scunthorpe, that's crazy, Scunthorpe have fallen down the leagues, will be relegated out of the Football League next season. The board are thrilled, great to hear. Threkaj is unfortunately leaving the club, but he is very happy with the title win, and at least he gets to leave as a champion. And Keith Mears, you beautiful, beautiful bastard. I mean, you're not, you look hideous. Who has a high top fade in 2026? Superb in front of goal. Thank you for your help. And planned professional status change, 22nd of the 6th, 2026, which should be the day that we actually, it does that kind of like calibrating day where it creates all the new gens and creates the new fixturing and all that sort of stuff. That should be that date. But I'm kind of hopeful that it might get brought forward a little bit so that we can offer contracts to some of our off-contracted people that we want to keep around. Okay, here's an interesting one. Players inducted into the hashtag United overall best 11. Taylor Dennis is inducted as a goalkeeper, which is well overdue. Ollie Chadwick, interestingly, is another one that drops in central midfield. He's a winger. George Uri's still in there somehow, which is crazy. Rodriguez is still out on the wing. Tashane Richmond, of course, the big man up top. Oh, I forgot to mention, we brought in Tashane Richmond as an under-18s coach, and we brought in Ross Gleed as an under-18s coach as well. The hope is, when we move to full-time contracts, we'll get some additional staff that we can bring, and we'll we'll elevate them to full-time coaches as well. Scott Pollock's still in there, Marcus Stamp's still in there, Joe Norman, Ryan George, Keith Fitzpatrick, he's jumped in as well. Andy Cade Watts is still on the bench, which is phenomenal. Now, where are they now is interesting reading. Charlie Morley hasn't been picked up by a team yet. I'm really hopefully he doesn't retire because I want to bring him in an off-field role. Marcus Stamp still playing at Hendon. Farai Singano's still out there somewhere. Daniel Adjie's still out there somewhere. And our end-of-season awards, it was Grant and Threkaj who actually made the team of the season, which is interesting. Keith Mears, despite his late-season heroics, doesn't make the team, but I guess he only made about 10 appearances, so it makes sense. Smith is the fans player of the season with 35% of the vote. Kieran Fitzpatrick versus Tramney got goal of the season. Let's actually go and have a look at it. Alright, here we go. Waring with a throw-in. And then Waring with a deep ball across to Fitzpatrick. Oh, I remember this one. This was a great strike. And then he just leathers the shit out of it into the top corner. The better highlight is the one from behind the goal. I don't know if we actually get to see it, though. No, and they've taken it straight out. It took forever to load, and then they take it straight out without being able to change the camera angle. It's a horrible feature. Fix that for FM20. Season review, fantastic. Winning the league. It didn't matter what happened in anything else. That was always going to be the best. Average attendance, 714. We actually dropped our average attendance from last season. And 22 players used, which is amongst the fewest in the division. And the best result they're saying is the away win 3-2 against Salford. Class of 2018, we spoke about a couple of them earlier. Is Daniel Adjie actually still free? Daniel Adjie's still free. Alright, so we're going to bring him in as a scout and add to our scouting pool. Alright, and he seems pretty happy. So there you go, you're getting to see some recruitment. Lee Hurst, we know, is already retired. Charlie Morley still isn't signed with the club, but I'm hopeful that he's not looking to retire anytime soon. And Theo Baker has also retired and disappeared into non-existence. Squad dynamics, Keith Mears, Joe Norman and Oliver Heim are the ones that will be hanging around. Unfortunately, Richard Tokaj is leaving. Plans for next season before everyone goes on leave, we're just going to say assertively, and I'm going to say congratulations on winning promotion this season. It's a great achievement, but we have to focus on staying up next season now, and I'm convinced that with the right additions to the squad, we can avoid the drop. Strengthening our squad, Taylor Dennis, you're the best. Everyone else says we have no chance. I'm very confident we can do that. Do what I said, and I won't settle for anything less than your best in helping to achieve it. Let's go with that. Okay, alright, they're not... Okay, that's gone horribly, horrifically wrong. But whatever. It is what it is. End of season confidence, everyone is pretty thrilled. Jason Fisher's performances, he's not played. So, I don't know, maybe that's what people are upset about. A pretty good run with injuries. David Eden's had the worst of it with 4 minor injuries and a total of 2 months out. Keith Mears, of course, he came into the season injured and spent 8 months of it on the physio bench. And everyone's going to go on holiday, and we're going to come back and do pre-season for 4 weeks. Vanarama National League Player of the Season. Let's have a quick look. I've got a couple of players in there. Tony Smith's in there. Bernard Gallagher's in there. Richard Thrakaj is in there. Highest average rating went to Simon Rutherford. Most Player of the Match awards actually went to Richard Thrakaj, which is cool. He was also joint top goal scorer. Bernard Gallagher was joint top assist getter. Let's just keep it simple. Let's go with the guy that got the highest average rating. In 34 appearances, what's more impressive? In 34, he got 7.32. Keith Langford, in 42 games, got 7.29, which it's an extra 8 games, so he deserves it. Okay, fantastic. I would like to invite you to enter contract renewal talks with the club's board. Let's discuss current revision. I just want a little bit more wage, just a tiny little bit. Let's say it's far too small to attract the type of player to meet our requirements. I don't have any other changes. Everybody pulling in the same direction, so they're willing to do that. I just like an extra K, that's all I want. With it placed in Skybet League 2 assured, it has officially been confirmed that the club will go into full-time with immediate effect. I read that horrifically, but that should mean we're able to offer full-time contracts now, which I'm not going to do on screen. I will do that off screen. And then before we go into this little bit here, let's go in and have a look at our squad actually. I'll quickly review that with you guys. Basically anyone that's less than 4.5 star potential, we're going to let go. So there's some big names there. Jason Fisher, we're going to have to move him on. Mark Robinson, that's a big one. But I'm confident we can get someone in better, if not at the same standard. And then we're also going to get rid of the guys who have high potential but are only 2-star current ability, because we really can't carry anyone below 3 stars into the next season. So we're going to set their squad statuses to not needed. We're going to add them to the unwanted list. We're going to set their transfer status to listed. And then we're going to push them down into the under-23 squad. We've got a whole bunch of players in our under-23 squad that are leaving. If we sort by contract expiry date, we're going to tell these guys that we're not renewing their contracts. Valerio Riano Rodriguez already knows. Gary Simpson, of course, is on loan. Let's just set them for release. And let's put... maybe I should hold on to Mark Robinson. Let's hold on to Mark Robinson just until we see what other right backs are actually out there and in the market and willing to come to us. But I'll put him on the transfer list. And then Alex Vaughan and Jason Fisher are the only 2 we actually have to sell. And let's offer them to clubs, or let's add them to the unwanted list, sell at any price. I'm confident we can bring in 2 high-quality central midfielders likely to come into the first team. So that does mean we've got 14 people, including Ben Barton, that we're looking to move to full-time contracts. Depends what happens with Mark Robinson, but we'll offer them full-time deals shortly. We're also going to do the exact same thing for our staff and offer them full-time positions as well. You can see they're all on part-time deals. We want to move them to full-time as quickly as possible so that they start doing the work. And then hopefully, fingers crossed, if we get some TV revenue, some sponsorship revenue, whatever else, we'll be able to actually start increasing their coaching qualifications, and that in turn will make them better coaches and better value for money. But last, because it's a nice one to finish off on, let's sign a new deal. I'm not looking to destroy the club's bank balance, so let's just take £200 a week because it's nice and even and level. I don't need a promotion wage rise. I don't need a relegation wage drop. 90% of the club compensation is required if I get offered another management position, which I'm not going to take, and they're only going to offer me 2 years. So let's just suggest that, and Spencer should be happy as Larry. Spencer Owen is delighted that we've agreed to renew our contract. I've signed a new deal, which is absolutely fantastic. I thought maybe someone from the press might ask me a question about it, but they don't care. St Albans have come in for Kieran Fitzpatrick. Crusaders in Northern Ireland have made an offer for Mark Robinson. It's hard to argue with that. 12k for a guy that I was going to just release anyway. And Bromley have come in for an offer for Chancellor Kiemba, so we'll accept that one as well. Alright, so that's how things go. Our 50th episode, it was high drama. It was an emotional rollercoaster for me personally. I hope you guys enjoyed it as well. If you want to help celebrate our promotion into the Football League and League 2 and professional contracts and all the great stuff that's going to come along with that, please throw a like on this video. Subscribe to the channel if you want to be kept up to date on future videos as they're released, or you can follow @InTheMixer_FM on Twitter to be kept up to date on Football Manager content, all other random sort of shit that we'll do throughout the course of the year. I'm trying to get more active in that Twitter skip feed. Go and check out our videos for our FM20 content where we announced our winners of the FM20 giveaway that we did, where we announced our beta save, which was voted for you guys on Twitter, and also our main save for Football Manager 2020. I'm still not going to talk about it yet. You have to go and watch that video to check out what we're going to be doing. But more than anything, guys, thank you so much for watching. Thanks to everyone that's continuing to support the video and throwing comments in and throwing likes and all that sort of stuff. I really appreciate it, and it is me that's responding to your comments every time. But as always, I've been Sean, this has been In The Mixer, and on days when we win the league, don't you ever forget to hashtag it.